At the beginning of this book, they boldly said, if you are a copywriter intent on improving your skills, don't read this book, memorize it. And after reading the book, I agree with this statement. Here is why. You see, 80% of your sales copy lives or dies in the first 500 words. If you miss the hook, it's game over. As Joseph Sugarman said, if your first sentence doesn't make them want to read the second, nothing else matters. But great leads will solve this problem for you. You see, smart marketers have figured out what produces $1 million sales letter and what doesn't. They noticed 6 patterns over and over again in successful sales letter that make them successful. And this is what you're gonna learn in this 100-page book. The 6 easiest ways to start any sales message and proven formula for writing hooks. So here are 4 lessons from the book. Number 1, start your copy with a simple premise. In Great Leads, Masterson and Ford suggest that start your copy with a simple premise, but don't forget to answer it. The question is, what does your customers already know? Do they know about you? Do they know about your product? What are the other products have they tried in the market? Now the question is, why should you do this? Let me explain in the language of the great Eugene Schwartz. Because if your customer is aware of your product, you start with your product in the headline. If they have the desire but not the awareness, you start with the desire. If they have no background, no awareness, then you start with the problem your product solves and why they need it. Gene Schwartz broke this system into his 5 levels of awareness, and these are: number 1, unaware, doesn't know the problem exists. Number 2, problem aware, knows the problem, not the solution. Number 3, solution aware, knows the solution exists, not your product. Number 4, product aware, knows your product needs convincing. And number 5, most aware, ready to buy, just needs pushing. Now, if you understand or know this 5 level of customer awareness, this makes things easier for you, because now you know exactly what button to push to move your prospect through the sales funnel. So start your copy with a simple premise based on your customer awareness. Number 2, the one big idea. Whenever you write a sales message, focus on one big idea, because whenever you try to focus on many things, your idea gets weak and it doesn't make a punch. Here is an example of an email that made a lot of dollars. You can pause the video and read the email. You'll notice that it focuses on one core emotion, one story, one desirable benefit, and one call to action. So when it comes to writing promotional campaigns, if you want to make your ideas stick and want people to buy, focus on one core idea. Number 3, direct versus indirect leads. When it comes to deciding direct versus indirect leads, there are many ways you can approach your copy. It's a bit complicated for beginners, but here is a simple way you can make this work for you. If your customers already know you and know about your products, you can use a direct leads, such as offer leads, promise leads, or problem solution leads. And if your customer doesn't know much about you, you can use a indirect lead, such as story leads or big secret leads. For this, you can use the 5 level of customer awareness and write your leads accordingly. Number 4, do your research. This is the most important one, because if you don't know how to do research, or you don't do research, you will be able to write copy, but your copy won't convert. Why? Because when you do research, you know exactly what your customer want, their pain points, their problem, their desire, and you know exactly what you should write so they will convert. As someone wise once said, copywriting is 20% writing and 80% research. And he's right. Because all these punchy words, punchy headlines and leads and stories, where do you think they come from? From doing research. So before you start writing your copy, do your research. Now these are the summaries of the core lessons, but I would suggest that you actually read the book. It's only 100 pages, which you can finish in one sitting, and it's a very useful book, and I believe that it's a necessary read for anyone who is involved in marketing, not just marketing, who's involved in content writing, content marketing, or anyone who just writes. See you in the next video.